Hello, welcome to the Back of the Net. I'm here with Lou to talk about who we like to get, etc. We're both watching the game now. I guess it just started, so I jumped in a little bit early. So sorry if people were waiting for the show. Lou, how are you doing?
I'm all good, man. I'm all good. It's that part of the season, the exciting FA Cup third round draw, where the hope starts.
Yeah, exactly. So very quickly, little Palace FA Cup history. As everyone knows, we were finalists in 1990 and in 2016 losing both them to United. Summer finalists in 76. I remember that one. I'm old. 95 and 2022. The last 10 years, our FA Cup runs have not been great, bar one. So 2017, we lost to City in the fourth round. 2018, we lost to Brighton in the third round. 2019, good run, decent one under Hodgson. We lost to Watford in the quarterfinals. 2020, lost to Derby in the third round. I remember that game, Wayne Rooney playing against us, weird. 21 lost the third round again to Wolves. 22 again, that was the great run under Vieira, losing to Chelsea in the semi-final. 2023, we lost to Southampton in the third round. And 2024, we lost to Everton last year in a replay. So, Lou, out of those matches, which ones are your most memorable? Matches, sorry, the rounds of the year, sorry, not matches.
When we lost to United in the final, I went to every single round. And I remember Reading away. I think it was a quarterfinal. I couldn't get a ticket. So me and my dad bought a box at Reading and ended up walking into the wrong room and ended up with Parrish and Hodgson. And Parrish come up to us and was like, "Are you guys meant to be in here? We just taken a wrong turn." And then I remember I celebrated I think it was Fraser Campbell scored the second goal, and we got escorted out.
That's brilliant, though. That's a great story. That year I went to the semi-final against Watford. The Balassi goal and Connor Wickham. That was brilliant. And then I flew back again for the final, and wish I hadn't. Honestly, that killed me. That was
probably one of the worst days of my life as a Palace fan.
Yeah. So let's quickly go to the Palace are ball number 12. They have up on the screen here the top teams. So Arsenal number 2, Chelsea 10, Liverpool 20, Man City 22, Man United 23, Spurs 40. They've got Salford on there at 45. I picked out a few others. Bromley, first time third round ever. Danny Imre's side, they're number 60. Harrogate Town, 63.
What's Charlton?
I've got those two. Yeah, I've got Charlton and Millwall. Charlton are number 46 and Millwall number 25. But before it starts, Lou, who would you like to get?
Charlton away.
Yeah?
Charlton away.
I've been to Charlton away. Don't really want that. If I was to pick, honestly, I wouldn't mind getting Bromley, obviously, because of the proximity, or even like a Tamworth. I think they're one of the lower sides in the draw.
I went to the Dartford one when we beat Dartford 2-0. Was it 4-0? Kevin Doyle scored.
That was what's his name? What's his name? First game, wasn't it? For the manager.
Pardew.
Pardew's first game. Yeah.
Arsenal, Man United.
And we're off. Brilliant. I love that.
Arsenal, Man United.
I love that. That doesn't bother me one bit. That's a good draw. Not for those two, but it's a great draw. Good for us too if we get far in the.
I would take Exeter. I haven't been there. I would go there.
You don't mind an away draw then, do you?
Yeah, I prefer an away game.
Oh, okay.
Not us. An away game that's winnable.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Well, what I don't want, obviously, I don't want any of those lower Premier League and mid, like Wolves, Southampton. I don't want like a Bristol City because we go there every year.
Yeah.
We've been there in cups and lost before, but I wouldn't mind like a team we haven't played in a long time. Like, a really lower league side. Like you said, that Dover game was fun. Something different, but you're never going to play again. So the Orient playing Derby County.
What number are we again? 12.
12.
Yeah.
Yep, number 12. Oh, there's Reading. You talk about Reading. So Reading's out.
Yeah.
Burnley.
Oh,
Reading, Burnley.
3. No, not Villa. No.
Not Villa again. I know we've had them already.
No. Oh, who's that? Yep, another all Premier League.
That's fantastic. Yeah, this is going really well for us. 27. The more Premier League side draw each other, the better off they are for us, obviously, because there's obviously less teams for the following round. So that's good.
6 Norwich. Brighton gone.
Don't want them.
No.
Oh, okay, no, Norwich away.
22. Man City. Here it is. Man City at home. Here it is.
Don't say that.
Oh no. Oh, Salford, local derby.
Oh, local. Oh, look at that. That'd be nice for the Nevilles, Giggs and all those, Beckham and them. Yeah. That's a great draw for them, honestly. Man City away, obviously not far and it's local. Yeah, big club. Massive
Millwall,
club, obviously.
Yeah. Millwall, here we go.
We've done that already, man. We did that already.
I was at that game. That was a great game.
Yeah, not us. Who did they get?
Dagenham.
Oh, I forgot about them. Dagenham and Redbridge. Yep, there you go. That's a good draw for Dagenham, I guess.
Oh no, Liverpool. Here we go.
Isn't it funny already? You've got Arsenal got a home draw, Liverpool got a home draw, City got a home draw.
Same thing all the time. Accrington Stanley, Liverpool.
Great draw for them. That's a fantastic draw for them.
7. It's Bristol City.
No, thank you. No.
No. Here's that Wolves. Tricky tie for Wolves. 32. Preston. Oh my god.
Definitely don't want them.
No, it's miles away. No. I went to Preston away, first game of the season. Steve Cabba, last minute goal.
Stephen Cabba, yeah. Well, the Academy player didn't last very long at Palace.
Oh, Chelsea.
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Oh, good.
Chelsea get
Morecambe. Is it all these big clubs? Right. Man City got Salford.
Yeah. But it's not even that. They're all getting home draws, you know?
Our group chat
for them to get away. Because remember, there's no more replay. So those teams are going to have much harder, much chance of winning when they've got to play them away, you know? Too bad they couldn't get a home draw. So
number 1, Bournemouth. Oh, no. It needs to get a bigger allocation there than 1,000.
So if you're watching live, feel free to put your Palace preferences in the chat, and I'll try and put them on the screen. I see a couple of
Swansea already gone.
Yeah, Southampton, Millwall are gone.
55. Mansfield.
Take that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure how great an away day is, but it's a different.
I was on the bench against Mansfield before when I was younger.
Oh yeah.
Nice day. Yeah. Tamworth.
That'd be a good away day.
Yeah.
Sure they want a Premier League side clearly, because that'd be a great draw for them.
Yeah. Tottenham, great draw.
Great draw, good for Tamworth. Yeah, that's a brilliant draw for them.
There's not many good ones left.
Yeah, Gaurav, I don't want that again.
Oh, miles away.
Yeah, also, don't need to go now. That's all right. That's a draw I don't particularly care for. And not going to get Doncaster.
That's the local rivalry.
It is, yeah. Yep.
38. Sunderland. No, don't fancy that.
No, don't fancy that either. Yeah, again, don't want a champion side that are going for promotion, you know?
Yeah.
Don't really want that.
Yeah. Stoke.
Oh, look at that. 2 championship sides.
19.
Both red and white.
No, I don't want Leicester.
That wouldn't be terrible, though, but I wouldn't prefer that, but that wouldn't be awful.
QPR.
I was at that League Cup game. They gave us a bit of a trouble there, QPR. They haven't played well since, but they actually gave us some trouble in the game. So
I was there. I was in the upper tier that day as well.
Yeah, I was in the lower. It was nice. That was a great away. That was a nice away.
It was an uncomfortable game.
Yeah, it was. Plymouth. Oh my God! No. Oh, Brentford.
Coventry. Frank Lampard, Coventry. Big away. Get big away allocation at the Rico.
I can't stand Lampard. Love to get him, beat him.
Sheffield Wednesday.
Coventry gets Sheffield Wednesday. Another all championship. There's a lot of all championship and all Premier League stuff.
Newcastle. I think this is one of the last worst ones, apart from Everton. No, not Newcastle. Come on. Oh, God. Bromley.
Oh, good for them.
Great
draw. A great draw. I mean, that's a great draw for them. That really is.
Everton. Here we go.
Done that. We've been there, done that last year. Please not again.
Here we go.
Seriously.
No. Peterborough.
Posh. All right, good draw for them.
Wickham would be good.
Winnable game. I'm looking at who's left. There's a bunch of League One sides left. There's a Harrogate. Harrogate home.
Here we go.
Harrogate away.
Wickham.
Huh? There you go.
Wickham. This is one I want. I'll take Wickham.
Not far, right? Obviously.
Yeah. Oh, Portsmouth.
So what's left there, Lou? You've got Fulham, Forest, right?
We've got Cardiff.
Basically, right? What I'm saying is, you don't want to get. I don't mind Cardiff.
Just Forest, Leeds, Fulham.
Yeah, Leeds play decent football.
Okay, we're really down to the last few now.
This is mad. Yeah, these we would come out already. Yeah, this is
18 Leeds.
Leeds away.
I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't love it.
They're worrying about promotion, so it'll be an interesting game. Watch a lot of Leeds over here. They have on TV.
Harrogate.
Local
derby.
Good for Harrogate, yeah. That's a nice draw for them. Yeah, you got to like that one.
Bristol Rovers. We can go back to Stockport like that day. The last day of the season.
Yeah, the promotion. I mean, the relegation battle, yeah.
Forest. This is the one we don't want.
No, absolutely not. Don't do it, Dion.
Luton.
Good for Luton.
Remember when we always used to get Watford in the cup as well?
You know what?
Sheffield United.
Well, Jez won't be able to play.
Number 9, Cardiff.
This is mad. We're coming out like
Fulham
towards the end.
Number 17, Ipswich. It's going to be Ipswich again, isn't it? No, Bristol Rovers.
Mate, it's going to be a local derby. Fulham, Watford. Come on, Stockport. Come on.
15.
Stockport at home.
Fulham.
No,
it's going to be this, isn't it? Yeah. Palace. No, we got Stockport. Last one's out.
Brilliant.
I want them away though. I'll take them away.
That's mad though. It came down to the last balls.
Stockport at home. At home.
Taylor can't play though. That's too bad.
Last ones. They've been doing really well, by the way, Stockport.
They have. I follow them a lot because of Taylor.
Louis Barry's been there.
So there it is. Palace have drawn Stockport at home. Listen, I'll take your comments in the chat, but you can't really complain about that draw. But Lou, what's your initial thoughts on that draw?
Well, I didn't expect it to go on for 13 minutes, but it was good entertainment. There's some good ties in there for us. I think they're going to bring the ties up now.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick. Yeah. So Arsenal, Man United, Aston Villa, West Ham.
Yeah.
Big ones. Man City have Salford at home, so that should be but that's good. That's really good for Salford. Again, there's a couple of good old Premier League ties there. Southampton got a tough game against Swansea City. I wouldn't take them for granted because they're, they're Midland Championship side, but they're doing okay. The other ones you got Liverpool, Accrington Stanley, Chelsea, Morecambe. Should be easy for them in that one. Mansfield versus Wigan should be interesting again. Mansfield.
Tamworth Spurs, good one.
Tamworth Spurs is a brilliant draw for Tamworth. Really is. Happy for them.
Newcastle Bromley I like that one as well.
I do too, especially for Bromley. I mean, going up there, the seats up in the sky, but at least you get to a great away day. A great football, heritage club, so that'll be fun. Everton, Peterborough, that might be a little squeaky bum time for them. That's a tough for them. Brentford, Plymouth Argyle, interesting. They're up and down. Plymouth have been poor lately, but who knows?
Stockport, they'll be looking for promotion. I don't think it'll be their big day out. They'll bring quite a few down, but it's definitely a time we can rotate players.
Listen, you made a great point before, though. You know, the last we played them had to have been that game, the Dougie game, right? The relegation
Did you
battle.
go?
So no, I wasn't over that time. But go ahead.
I was there. My dad, me and my dad ran on the pitch. I think I was about 7 years old. Yeah, that's definitely up there with after the Brighton playoff game. That's probably one of the best games I've been to.
Yeah. No, that's a decent, that's a good draw for us. I mean, something we can focus on later on, obviously, but at least you don't have to worry about, a Man City or an Everton. I mean, listen, that's a home game. Well, I mean, there's no way we don't get through that game, clearly. But even though you got some comments in the chat, we've already got someone Tristan Barber picking stop with win 2-1. I mean, I actually feel bad for Teo. We'd like to see him play, obviously, because obviously he's get some minutes. We followed him at Stockport, got injured obviously in the beginning. Actually, we're going into that real quickly, go over the loan report real quick. But he got injured early, came back, was playing a little bit, had an assist this weekend for Stockport. In I think it was the third goal they scored. Danny Imre, speaking of Bromley and Newcastle, had the winning the second goal for Bromley against Solihull Moors, doing really well. I watch a lot of their content on YouTube with the manager. He talks very highly of him, and he had mentioned a comment that Danny's got to score more goals, and he's got 2 and 2 now. Today. Yeah. What are your thoughts on the loanees so far?
Do you know what? I've been following Danny a bit because he's got the similar player profile as Munoz in the way he plays.
Yeah.
I think he looks like D a bit as well.
I never thought about that. The haircut.
But yeah. But he seems a really positive fullback. I like the fact whenever you go on, you see on the feed on social media, it's like they've got that whole don't fall in love with a lone player. And when you're getting that from a fan base, the player's doing well, because I think if anyone knows about falling in love with lone players, it's us.
Yeah, I bumped into him funny enough last year. One of my brothers lives in Beckenham, and my nephew, his son, played football with one of the under 21 players from last year, and Danny, Adabomi, they're all in a chip shop off of Beckenham High Street. We were in there too. We were talking to him, about my brother knows. I can't remember the player's name. He's not on the team anymore. He's a defender. I can't remember the kid's name. He's on the team. He's on team 21.
How old is Imre?
21.
21. Okay, so he's at that age now.
My nephew's the same age exactly. Yeah, so my nephew like 20 years. So one of my nephews. So yeah, nice kid, very very friendly, nice kid. Yeah, I'm really happy for him. His loan's going really well. Tails is going decently. I want to get to another one. Joe Whitworth. 10th clean sheet for Exeter. Amazing.
He's getting a lot of plaudits, isn't he? He's got Gary Caldwell's a manager who I think they've got a really good defensive unit down at Exeter, and they're punching above their weight.
They are, and the funny thing, they have more experience. I checked out, their players. They've got more experienced goalkeepers, but he's played played every game basically this season. My only issue with him is his size. But as far as the modern keeper, reminds me a lot of Jordan Pickford. Very agile, great with his feet, playing out the back, quick off his line, penalty kicks. He's brilliant saving penalty kicks, even for his size, very good anticipation. So he's done a really good loan. Again, I already mentioned Teo scoring that goal. Couple of others that played this weekend. Obviously, Jazz played Friday. Sheffield United were doing really well. Won again. I think they're either top or second. I think they're top.
Leeds lost, so I think they're top.
Yeah, they should be top now. Yeah, they're doing really well. Owen Goodman, AFC Wimbledon, unfortunately lost actually to Dagenham Redbridge in the FA Cup 2-1. I watched that game. It was on over here. Jackals Morrison played for Willstone, and they lost, unfortunately. I watched that game too. But, a lot of loanies doing really well. The funny thing is, the ones that aren't doing well are the older ones. The younger players are actually all playing. You got, I heard the rumor today about Oscar Edouard might be coming back to Palace because he's not playing at Leicester, which is very strange. They don't really have a striker besides Vardy. He's not playing there. Malcolm Bowie, Ebio, hasn't played more than a couple of minutes as a sub for Oxford, which is very I don't know what's going on with that kid. The kid's got talent, but
he's not even making a squad, I think, because I always check on it. He's not even making a squad.
I don't.
How's Ozo's injury?
I saw him training. I watched the Derby videos. He's been training lately, so he'll be back. Definitely doing the Christmas program, so he'll be back sometime. So he's another one was off to a great start with his loan, and he got
because he got injured right after. I think they beat someone 3-0 and he scored, and they were loving him a lot, and then he just got that hamstring, and then he had another setback, which is tough.
He did. Which is the problem, right? When you go out on loan, you want to play, obviously, and then when you get injured, it kind of messes up your whole flow. I mean, but the fans love him. He's been playing really well. In fact, they've actually not done as well when he's been out. He's actually was doing really well. Derby's been struggling big time. And then the other one hasn't done well, obviously, is Nairo Ahamada. Cannot get into that side. I don't understand that. He goes all the way to France to not play. I thought he played a minute at all, not even a minute.
Are Rennes in the Conference League or Europa League? They're in the Conference League or they're in the Europa League?
I think it's Conference League. I'll double check that.
Like, if we're being honest, like Palace to Rennes, I wouldn't say it was a down move because Rennes are a European team and they've had the likes of Camavinga in their team and stuff like that. So when I saw it, I was a bit shocked at the move.
Actually, they're not in Europe.
Oh, they're not in Europe.
No, they're not in Europe.
It might have been last season they were in it.
They're currently in 12th place. I mean, they're not doing really poorly, but they're not doing as well as I thought. And the thing is, I thought that, the fact that they're not doing great, he'd get some minutes. I'm going to look it up real now. I'm pretty sure he's only been on the bench. I don't think he's gotten a single minute.
Yeah.
Let me just double check here. He hasn't. Let me go matches. Yeah, bench November 10th, bench October 19th, bench September 27th. He has not got a single minute for them. So that loan's going to be terminated in January for sure.
He hasn't looked great for us, but I'm a big believer in I think players shouldn't be written off, and sometimes it's an environment where you thrive in. You'll get a lot of Palace fans saying, "Oh, he's rubbish, he's this and that," but put him in the right environment, he might thrive. That's how football works. It's a confidence game. Not everyone. He's in a different country. So I don't think people should be so quick to write people off. He's also young, but maybe Palace is just not his where he's going to prevail.
I'm with you. I mean, I need to see a player play before I can say whether he's good or not. And you've just not seen enough of him. Again, I'm always big on younger players, whether they come from our academy or not, just giving them a chance. And I mean, I look at like our biggest breakthroughs in academy-wise have been players that were just thrown in because of injuries. That's Tyreek Mitchell and Wan-Bissaka. If it wasn't for that, they wouldn't have gotten a chance. And neither one of those were like considered to be the best academy players come out of the academy. They weren't. I mean, Wan-Bissaka was a forward. He got converted to fullback. And Tyreek came from Brentford. Brentford before they broke up, they took away their 21 team. So I mean, it's not like. So my point is that they got an opportunity, and sometimes you're right. The environment has to be right. You have to have the players around you that support you, the manager, the system has to work for you. You can't just get thrown out. If you're a midfield, you're thrown out as a wing back, or you're thrown out as an attacking left side player. You look bad. Well, you're gonna look bad because that's not your position. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so. And then with every game you play in the wrong position, or every time you don't come on, it's just like another confidence hit, another confidence. Exactly. He's got to reinvent himself again.
This is exactly why I like what the manager pivoting real quickly to Justin Devaney. He's not a pure left side or the right side of midfielder. He's a central, which is why, by the way, I know watch the game back again. They actually played that position more on Saturday, midfield, as opposed to playing wide. Which I think he looks pretty decent. Gets rid of the ball really quickly. My point is he's thriving and he's got confidence because he's playing, and he's getting the boost of the players around him as opposed to going out there and looking really poor. But again, you're right. It's all about, timing and environment. So.
With Devaney, I've said it a couple of times, but I feel like obviously he's not Elise, but the player profile and style feel like would suit the right 10 role as a left-footed player.
Right.
Obviously Sarr is a much bigger threat with his pace, but I wouldn't mind seeing him in there. But obviously, there's not the time to be doing experiments, but I feel like he would he moves the ball well, and maybe he would probably play with Eze a bit better in that right 10 role, inverted with his left foot than maybe Sarr would, but we'll see.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, we'll see. So just going real quickly to the today that Glasner had his press conference. Luckily, only positive news came out of that. So Eze, well, first no new injuries, which is great. Eze basically will start tomorrow against Ipswich, and some Wharton news, which is great. Wharton will be training after Ipswich. I might be back for the Brighton game. So what do you think? Thoughts about that, Lou? About him being back for Brighton?
Listen, to me, he's the missing cog. He's when we was talking yesterday about the transition in the ball through midfield, his vision. How many times has Wharton played that pass that I've been in the ground and I haven't even seen the pass that he's about to do? I think Eze goes up a level. I think he finds Mateta much better. I think he even improves Mitchell on that left-hand side, because a lot of his passes go out to Mitchell because he plays on that left side. So if we can get him and Decore to play 5, 6, 7 games in a row, I think it changes our season.
The reason I think he's such a great player, I mean, I remember talking to you about this last year when we first got him, is that he's mature beyond his years, but the way he was brought up to play, so he played as a number 10 when he was younger. He played further up the pitch and he's dropped back to a 6. And the way he scans the field, no, you said you played, I played. That scanning of field, a lot of people just don't do it. But if you can scan the field and know what you're going to do with the ball before you get it, it makes your game go to another level. And he does that every time. He's always looking for that pass. He sees passes that you just said that no one else can see.
Yeah.
You put him in a midfield with Decore, whose work rate is up there, who is press resistant, who can pass the ball really well and runs all day. I just can't wait for that midfield two to play together. It's nothing against Lerma and Hughes, and they've done a really good job. But people don't understand the difference between Lerma and Hughes and Wharton and Decore is going to be
night and day. It's night and day. If we're being honest, there's two. Me personally, they're both 75 million pound players, both of them, easily. I think those two in midfield, you'd struggle to find a better two outside the top 6.
I agree. But we'll see. So, anything you want to? We're gonna end it now. So, just a recap: Palace have drawn Stockport County at home. When is that game actually? When is that? January?
The week 9th to the 13th. I think it might be a midweek game. I had a look at
Kieran McKenna's. They changed it around. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a look at Kieran McKenna's press conference. Twanzavy's tore his hamstring.
Yeah, he's out.
And I think he's been one of their best players this season. And
where was he playing? Was he playing centre half or was he playing right back?
Right back.
He was right back. Yeah.
Ben Johnson's injured as well.
That's right. The guy we were looking at came from West Ham. Right.
And I also noticed he says Ipswich don't put any centre halves on the bench. That's their policy. He only puts attacking players on the bench. Because Greaves,
that's a policy.
That's what McKenna said. Because I think Greaves was 50-50, or he said he was back in training. I don't know if he made the bench.
That's what they got from Hull City, right? The Hull City.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be really good. Yeah.
Yeah, he says that they don't see the point in putting centre backs on the bench. He wants a full plethora of attacking players on the bench.
I'm gonna look now at the Forest match. You're right. Attacker, midfielder, attacker, one defender, Clark, who came on, but he is
maybe a wing back, fullback.
He's a right back, exactly right. It's a fullback.
Yeah.
Attacker, keeper, defender in Townsend. He's probably a fullback also. I mean, just a quick
I think he's the one. He's the one they got from West Brom.
Yeah, he is Connor Townsend. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. He only has 2 full. That's ambitious. If you get an injury, what do you do? You go to 3. You know what I mean? What do you do? You could go 3 and 2 wing backs. Interesting. I like the philosophy, and it's something what I like about McKenna. He's got a philosophy. He's going to stick to it. He's not going to compromise it because he doesn't. You just said yesterday he doesn't have the player profile yet for Premier League, but he doesn't care. This is how I'm going to manage. Whatever happens. So he'll be successful that way because eventually he'll get the backing of either Ipswich or another club, and he'll get the players he wants, and he's going to be successful. You can just tell he knows what he's doing. So that's interesting. So
definitely.
Well, big match tomorrow. I want to thank everyone that's in the chat. Oh, look, we've got my old friend Stan. Say hello, Stan. That'll be a big loss. I agree with that.
If only we had a flying left back to take advantage of the right back deficiencies.
Real quick though, I was watching again. I told you, I know D will tell you. I'm a big rewatcher of Palace matches. I watched the game again either yesterday or today. I was watching Mark Gahey the last 15 minutes. You see how far he was up the pitch and how far wide he was.
But this is exactly what I was saying about he was pushing. He wanted to make up for that goal.
You could tell.
Yeah. And this is what happens when our centre backs push up and join the attacks. It moves other players around. It's like a bit when Sheffield United done that overlapping centre back thing. It just pulls the opposition out of places they don't want to be, and then we ended up with 3-4 players at the back post. But like I said, we've got to be brave tomorrow. Brave and disciplined.
I want to address this comment real quick. Martin, on an unrelated subject, how good is Selhurst Park pitch now? It's very good, actually. Does Patrick remember Len Chatterton's flatterer? I do. I remember his son, also Nicky Chatterton. That's when I first started watching Palace. But yeah, I do. Well, actually, I watched it before then. But yeah, he's bringing this little, I think it was a VW bug, and it had like a thing on it that would flatten the pitch. You don't have that nowadays anymore. Now you have
I think most Premier League pitches are immaculate.
No, they are, and I know I've been at Sellers Park this season, and it looks fantastic. I mean, the groundsman who takes care of that, and the academy pitches, he's doing a great job.
Yeah,
wonderful job. So anyway, we're gonna wrap it up there. I want to thank Lou for jumping on. I want to thank everyone in the chat for watching. Again, Palace have drawn Stockport County in the FA Cup third round at home the week of January 9th to like the 13th.
Yeah.
We'll update you obviously when we get information on the actual fixture. Big match tomorrow. I mean, feel free to tune in tomorrow. There'll be a post-match reaction to the Ipswich game. We have a preview out that was done yesterday by me, Lou, and AJ, and we'll also be having the player ratings. But again, thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks, Lou, for jumping on. Until next time, come on, you Palace.